Welcome back to Sailing El Jaleo. We are currently clods, cruisers living on dirt, and we will be for probably another 6-ish weeks. We hope to get back underway in the beginning of October. Hey y'all, welcome back. And this week is the same as last week. Not a ton to report. As usual, sorry for any background noise you might hear. The dogs are walking around and stuff on the wooden floor, so they do make some noise. We are still in Wilmington, and we will be here for approximately another 6-ish weeks. My mom is still in Wisconsin, and she'll be coming back on the 30th. So today, when I'm recording this, it's the 18th. So I guess that's what, just under 2 weeks away. Hanwi is doing very well. The puppies are figuring out the pecking order of where she fits into everything, and I think she thinks she's right at the top of the pecking order. She's actually started starting stuff with the other two dogs, which is pretty funny. Yeah, and they go easy on her, so it's cute, and she thinks she's pretty tough. She was actually supposed to get spayed yesterday, but she's not quite done growing yet. She's 7 months old now, and her paws are still a little bit bigger than her body, and I'm afraid if I get her spayed too soon, one of the most common side effects of that is joint issues. And Neptune is only 2 years old, and he already has arthritis in his rear hip. So I decided to wait. Linus, be quiet, buddy. Trying to get something done here. So I'm going to wait until after her first heat, when she's closer to a year old. I talked to one of my friends that had she had a female puppy, and she did the same thing. And I think that's the way to go. I don't want her to have issues like Neptune is having. So, yeah. If you have any experience with that, any of you guys, let me know what you did and how it all worked out. And just like last week, I've been holding down the fort here. I have been working on some projects for my mom. I made a little bit of progress on the new rear entry to the house. And I've also been working on getting some 4x4s into the ground, cemented in, to hang garden hoses on. So I've been doing little things like that, just keeping up with all the puppy dogs and getting everyone fed and played with and walked. And yeah, it's almost a full-time job just taking care of the puppy dogs. One thing that I have been thinking about is on the return trip south, I was thinking instead of going through, once you go south of Norfolk, you're actually in the ICW, and just south of Norfolk you can either take a left and go down the Chesapeake and Albemarle Canal, and that takes you through Great Bridge, Virginia, or you can actually hang a right and go through the Great Dismal Swamp. And the Dismal Canal is a pretty straight, narrow canal. It actually looks kind of neat. The trees are growing out over the water, so you have to kind of mind your mast. It looks like it's a pretty neat little place to go through. And there's a free dock somewhere along that canal where you can dock for the night. So I'm thinking about maybe doing that route. It'd be a change of scenery. I do love Great Bridge, but it'd be nice to check something else out. So there is a little bit of a weed problem there sometimes in the fall. So, but they said you can call there are 2 locks on it on either end of the canal. And from what I've read, it's a pretty significant water change. Somewhere in the 12 to 14 feet on both locks. So that'd be kind of cool, and I don't know, just be something different. So I'm thinking about doing that as long as the weeds aren't too bad. So I guess you can just call the lock tender right when you're at the split to make your decision which way to go and see if the weeds are bad. I guess when the weeds are bad, it's something called duckweed. I'm not that familiar with it. but it grows all the way to the surface. And the canal is only 6 feet deep. So the weeds, whoa. Hanwi, get out from under there. Hanwi is a little spider monkey. She gets everywhere she shouldn't be. It's, yeah. If there's a gap of about 6 inches high, she can get under it. And she just crawls in sideways and then kicks her feet and spins. It's the weirdest thing. But anyway, yeah, so the canal's only 6 feet deep. The weeds grow all the way to the top, and it actually clogs your engine intake. So some people have had issues with that. So I guess we'll kind of play it by ear. Hanwi, relax. Relax, girl. Yep, so sorry about all that craziness going on around here. But anyway, so we'll see if we can go that route, and yeah, I guess we'll see in the time, but looks kind of neat. So I hope y'all are doing well. It's kind of same old here. Weather's cooled down a little bit, which is nice. Although today it got warm again, but not nearly as warm as it was the last few weeks. So I hope y'all are staying cool, and I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye. You being dramatic. Ooh. Have you got something to say to the people? What have you got to say? What have you got to say? Have you got to tell people how badly you're treated here? Do you want to tell them? What do you think? What do you think, Ooh? What do you think, Hanwi? What do you think, Swoop?